And welcome back to Praggers Gaming. I'm Gamer Praggers, and this is Little Rocket Lab. In the last episode, we set some stuff up. We're fast moving. We managed to unlock the cranes for unloading, and we built the lighthouse, so we can now look at setting up the 1, 2, 3. Oh, cool. Yes, so we set up a way to automate the stone coming across for the bridge repair. We also managed to get steel beams set up. In fact, actually, let me just pop 100 back in for the university. They're being delivered directly. We still need to do 250 heavy duty motors, which are in here. 1, 2, and we need to do 100 winches, which I think we've got plenty. I'll just put those back in. Okay. So that's that. So we can go and add those to the university, and then we can head over to the dock and look at trying to get the ship unloaded, because we can now do that. Now we've already got the cranes, so we are going to need to set up some so we're going to need to set them up, and then we're going to need a packager, and we need to get them to the university, which is the other thing that we need to do. So here we are. So yeah, this is right. Let me just send you over there. No, over there. There we go. So okay. So that's that, and then the other thing that we're going to want is we're going to need a loader, so we need steel beams and heavy duty motors. Okay. We also need to set up some power. But that's fine, we got some spares. So we need to first package them up into crates, because then we can ship more of them at a time. I am going to take that first one down. I imagine that later on we'll be able to set up multiple things. Right, so we need to the unload. So loader is the orange one. So we're going to pop that here. Right. Okay. Right, that gets one powered up. Oh. Oh, because it's not powered. Yes. Okay. They take a lot of power. Hmm. There we go. That should let us power this nice and proper. There we go. Right. What I am going to do is I'm just going to take this one down. Pop you there. Pop you by the side. Okay, so that does look like it is going through. Progress 6. Oh! Oh! Well, that... they've all got to be the same. Oh. Right then. And I don't have a sorter, I don't believe. Item dispenser. A splitter. An unloader. Huh. Okay. Huh. That's thrown me. I thought we'd just be able to package it all up. It'd all be lovely. And that'll be fine. Doesn't look like we can do that. So, Let's, for the time being, we'll collect it up and we'll do it that way for now, while we try and work out another way of doing it. The other thing we need to do is we need to find some way of getting see, I'd say I'm guessing we can't. We need stone. I'm assuming that we can't do what I'm wanting to do. Yeah, can't do that. So we'd have to use the cranes to get that across. Or we go up and round. We've still got to come. Okay. But it's still got to come over here. Oh, we've got loads in there. Oh, how about... Can we... We can do it that way, okay. But, yeah, that's not going to work for me. Thing is, as we saw up by the bridge, where is Cliff? He's down in that thing. They're really slow to get stuff over. But I do think it's got to come across here. And then over there. Or maybe we take one of the cranes down from the other side. Actually, what do I need? I need winches. Okay. Unfortunately, I think we are going to have to use cranes. But I don't really want to, mainly because they're slow. I mean, if we got more than one, but again, you've got a massive space issue then. Let's sleep. And we'll talk to Cliff tomorrow while we try and work out how we get this stuff to the university. Because that is what we need to do, I believe. Job for Angela. Oh yeah. Bridge repair. Talk to Cliff. Who's in something? Hang on a minute. I finished moving all the material to the supply depot. You're kidding! You sure have a lot of gusto in you. I can't believe you finished it already. Let's get this bridge built then, shall we? Oh, that's a... Oh. That just about does it. Well, would you look at that? I swear it's even better than I used to be. I'm not sure what your Game Boy just said, but I agree. Morgan, you really are something. It was nothing. I had some help with some of the blueprints. Nonsense! This is far more than nothing. My dear, you have more drive in you than anyone else I've seen around these parts. You hold on to that. It'll get you far in life. This new route will really help with moving material to and from the factory. It sure will. I think I'll rest these old bones a while. Enjoy the moment, my dear. You've earned it. All in a day's work. Right. Right, we should have some more heavy duty wassets. So we can grab those. Oh, maybe we don't. Ugh. Right. Hang on, because... yeah, let me set that. Because that should now start backing up, and then, yeah, okay. So, heavy duty motors could be a problem. But they'll start backing up. So... let's go and reclaim our crane from over here. Yeah, see, all of that. So that's probably given us a load of... not as much as I would have thought. But there is a lot of... yeah. Yeah. Where we can claim those back now. And this one, because we're going to need those to set up whatever it is we're going to do to get to the university. Which... Okay, so that gets it to there. And then that there. Then we get Is that because that's not enough? Okay. Still not enough. Okay. 2,246. 2,000, 2,000. Produced 4. So we do need some more of those. Okay. Where's my little robot friend? There he is. Ah. That is something we could potentially do. Okay. So that's also not enough. Oh, because we're using the university. Yeah. Not really a universal power supply. Know what I'm saying? Right, so what do I need for those? Gears. Okay. Alright, let's come up here and grab a stack of gears. Then we want to come over here and we want to grab another stack of... Ooh, we've got a problem. You're not producing anything. That is not what I wanted to do. But what I can do That's that fixed. Okay. Hopefully that should be enough to get this up and running. There we go. Okay. So, oh, and then we need to just link that to that. Right. So that gets it. That deals with it the other side of the river. Okay. Right. So that's that map taken care of. There. Right. So we've got to get to there from here. Okay. So if we do that, okay. There. Now, have we got enough for an item buffer? We do not. So we shall return. I mean, I don't even know if the university's going to accept this, but in fact I think it might actually be another research item. Not that one. You. Okay. Oh, right. Split. That'll do. Because that'll finish that one and we can then start on the other one. Iron plates. I knew we were missing something. Has this got random gubbins in? It does! Good news. Okay. We don't need those. It's just... it's better to have them and not need them, than need them and not have them. cutting the grass. Right. That's a problem. Okay. Right, so we're going to need to cut that. Yeah. Take as much as we can. In fact, have I got another? I do not. Just pop you there. There. Then we can take that down. Pop you in there. Okay. There. Right, now take that. Take that down. Right, so that's now going to start coming across here and work its way over here, work its way over there, and fingers crossed start going into the university. And it's too late for me to finish this off. We'll have to check on that tomorrow, which is good because it does mean that the steel beams should be finished by then. Oh, whoops. My bad. Okay. Okay, we have a problem somewhere. Ooh, interesting. What's our problem? Okay. There we go. Right, let's head to the university because the research is complete. Now, we do have a slight problem with that. In fact, I might change it before we get there. Yeah. I am going to put this in there so that it will collect them up. Alright, I've got this. The new bumper blueprint will let you move large crates around. You can use it like a splitter to divide a belt of crates into multiple output belts. Just please don't use them to turn the town into a life-size pinball machine. Okay, I don't quite know where I'm going to use that. Oh, power pole level 2. Right. So we're going to do that. Yeah. Perfect. Once the requirements are delivered, we can get started on drafting the blueprints for you. Now, they should just start loading in. But, oh, is it because... Okay. It needs to have... Yes, yes it is. Okay. See, the problem is once one of them is done, like once the monitors are done, it'll back up, which is why I've put that buffer in place. But that will have to do for now. I am going to take you down. Take you. Do that. Just so that we can keep continuing to process steel beams. Oh, the monitors aren't going in because they're not. Yeah, because they're just backing up here. Which is part of the reason why I didn't want. I bet this is all they need. So I think that means this is now full. There we go. Why didn't I just do this in the first place? I don't know. I really don't. Would have been a lot easier. And quicker. Just grab a stack of monitors. Yeah. There. Thanks for delivering all those old electronics. It took some work, but we figured out how to recycle the chips out of them. They'll actually have pretty much everything we need. I've got to hand it to Nor. Before we can use the pieces, though, we need a new type of machine to break the old electronics apart into basic components. Come see me to start research on a recycler machine that I've been working on. Okay. Steel beams, recycler, and plastic scraps. Okay. Can dispense twice as far as regular power poles and powers buildings in a larger area. Cool. But perfect. Sorry. So we can correct this then. In fact, we just need the heavy duty motors, which we can probably go and do actually. But we do need to end the episode. Heavy duty motors. I wonder if that's what we need to actually make them. Okay, the recycler is ready. You can now feed those electronics into it and it'll break them down into other components that we can use. You could actually feed old buildings into it too. If you have buildings you no longer need, it will break them down into their base components. Recycling the old electronics will also result in some plastic scrap that we don't need right now. We should probably work on a new blueprint to sort components so you can filter that out. Okay. The sorter sorts incoming items into 2 different conveyor belts based on filter criteria. Right. But we need 25 logic things. But where is the bump? No, we want the recycler. Heavy duty motors and steel beams, yes. Excuse me. Okay. Heavy duty motors, yes. Because I think what we'll probably need to do is do something down on the docks that separates them. Not separates, this is just to break them down. So if we had... Oh, that's huge. Okay. And for now, we'll put a buffer in. Okay. So that actually gave me the chips pretty soon. They're going off and doing what they need to. Circuit boards, which we don't have yet. I can make them though, can't I? Circuit boards, logic chips and copper wire. So I think what we might need to do is actually bring that up to the up here and get something to process them up here. But for now, unfortunately, I'm going to say this is where we're going to end the episode. we got some research done, and we've got our first large-scale thing going on. What I might do is just set up this. Just to process what I've got in my inventory. Just as a bit of a thing. Right, I'm going to head to bed and say thank you very much for hanging out. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, ticking the bell so new videos go live. In the description is a link to the channel Discord. Feel free to come talk about the games you're playing, the games I'm playing, games in general. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!